What's up, guys? Welcome back to reality. And today we are doing something really cool that I made. It's a jetpack that takes jetpack fuel. So, what this is doing, let's grab some jetpack fuel here. And this is just renamed renamed experience bottles. So, let's just go ahead and demonstrate and watch as we throw these. Just kind of launches us up like a jetpack. So we used 10 there. We got really high. Yeah, we're almost 100 blocks up. Yeah, we're about 100 blocks up the ground now. We've used about half of the stack. Let's just kind of try and land. Okay, nope, we failed. So, yeah, this is kind of interesting how it works. It works completely in survival. I set it up to where it gives you a short little resistance effect, so it all kind of works. But you know, if other players, if they kind of run in the way of the explosions, then they will totally die. So it's kind of weird how it works. But one thing you have to make sure is you have to make sure to land in a block that will brace your fall, otherwise you will die because of the fall damage. So I'll just land on the slime block here and kind of show you guys that. Okay, I'm a little bit bad at this. There we go. So, yeah, now, for example, if I try and land on the ground normally, I'll try and do that here. Let's see if I can do it. But as you see, you can do it if you try really hard, just because you have a short resistance effect for like 1 second. But like most of the time, you're just gonna die because even though you could come down the ground at like tiny speeds, and you'll still take the fall damage, just because there's just no way to determine like what your speed is. It just says how long have you been falling. So it's kind of weird how it works. But anyways, so let's kind of get myself regenning here. So yeah, you can use this completely in survival mode. I just have to throw in a schematic that I'm going to include in this description. Let's kind of show you guys. Like, you can use this for secret entrances like this over here. Like, where you could say, like, you have to, like, you know, put 2 or 3 layers of lava. So the only way you could even get into here without dying is if you fly up extremely high and fall really fast. So yeah, you can do stuff like that if you import this schematic. But like I said, it's kind of like a mod, but it works completely in vanilla Minecraft, which is really cool. And you know, if you want to get the rocket fuel, you're just gonna have to trade with villagers, or I don't know, you could find like a crafting recipe plugin or something, but I don't know. So anyway, let me explain to you guys how this is working. So first of all here, yeah. First of all here, we have just a fast clock here, set block above air, and then set block relative underneath one, redstone block destroy. So yeah, this is just the fastest clock. We can't really break this unless we just do it like that. So yeah, now the other commands that it is running, first of all, it is giving all players who score a jetpack is at least 1 a resistance effect for 1 second and 5 multiplier, so it's completely resistant to anything, hide particles. So that's why if I kind of get close to the ground for just a second, I can land without dying, but it is really difficult. That's actually the first time I've ever done it. So let me put the scoreboard up here so you guys can see. Now you see every time I throw this, it'll increment by 1. So yeah, that's how that works. And when I start this, kind of have stuff blow up. Yeah. And what this one's doing is just killing all the XP orbs, because otherwise they would just kind of build up. And, you know, you'd have XP all over the place. But, you know, when you run this command, they just all die. So, yeah. The next one over here, it's just creating a particle flame relative to the player. And what it's doing, it's just 0.05, 0.01, so it's kind of in a pillar, but about 1 block, so it does have some height still. And just a really slow speed and everything. And it's only creating 5 particles because it creates them really quickly. Anyway, and it's just giving it to all the players who score a jetpack as at least 1. And this one's doing the same thing as that one, but with smoke and 100 particles, so there's a lot of smoke. And what happens is, as soon as it executes this command, it'll turn this repeater on. And yeah, when this repeater's turned on, what it's gonna do, it's gonna, first of all, it's gonna execute at everyone who scored a jetpack as at least 1. It's just gonna summon a creeper relative to them, 1 block lower though, no fuse, so it blows up instantly with invisibility and all that. No, but you can't see it for like a second because it occasionally flashes, but that's just how it works, I guess. And then it sets a block relative to it, so down there as an unpowered comparator, because otherwise if you throw a bunch of potions, the clock, it can get jammed pretty easily. There we go, reset. And then what it does, it sets all the players who score a jetpack as at least 1, it resets their jetpack score. So that's why you see it just constantly gets reset. So yeah, that's how this works, guys. Really cool. Works completely in survival. You can just pop it in onto a server and kind of play around with it. But just make sure when you download the schematic, make sure to push this button right here to create the objective and turn off mob spawning and mob loot. Otherwise it'll kind of, or you don't need to turn off mob spawning, but you need to turn off mob loot. Otherwise it will just kind of create a bunch of gunpowder. I mean, you could keep that if you wanted to, just break this command block, just kind of, if you want to make it more like, oh yeah, the gunpowder is using the gunpowder, the jetpack, so it's kind of like launching a stray gunpowder here and there. But I don't know, whatever you guys want to do with that, but it works. Yeah, it works completely in survival. Just need to create a way for the player to get the rocket fuel. But yeah, that's all I really got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to check out my other videos. And that's all I really got. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.